Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. Today we are going back to Jurassic World and we are looking at the latest Strike Attack wave from the Jurassic World Survival line. So we have the brand new Mutadon. This is the one I'm mostly looking forward to. We also have the Dromaeosaurus, another one that looks really cool. And finally, we have the Dunkleosteus, or Dunkleosteus, however you want to pronounce it. There is also the Euxiosaurus, is it Euxi? Yeah, the Euxiosaurus in this wave, but the Euxiosaurus has been a member of a previous wave, so I reviewed it back then. The figure itself is no different. So let's head on over to the table and crack these guys out of their packaging. Okay, so here we are. Here are all the figures. And I'm going to start with taking a look at the Dunkleosteus, because I do believe this was the one that was most hyped, I guess. So we have the basic Jurassic World Survival packaging. We've got Rexy up here. Actually, that's not Rexy. We've got Ember up here. We've got Jurassic World Survival, we've got Strike Attack Dunkleosteus, on this side, Jurassic World, on that side, whatever that is, and on the back we have a quick look at what the figure does, the other one's in the wave, and the Jurassic World Facts app, or the Jurassic World Play app, whatever it's called now, I don't know. I need to get back into using that app actually. There we go. Are you gonna come out? You're gonna come out? Oh, wait, there's another one. There we go. Throw that down there. And here we have the Dunkleosteus. Now this, as you can tell, is not a dinosaur. This was a big prehistoric fish that lived way before the dinosaurs. But it does in fact make an appearance in Jurassic World Rebirth. It is on, the head of it at least, is on the fishing boat when they're initially discussing to go to the island. They've pulled it out of the sea. They managed to catch one. I like it. It's got like a... I don't know if it's just grey, like a very pale grey, or if it's silver, but this back fin does look a wee bit shiny. Hold on. I'm back. Had to dash. But anyway, going back to it, I do think this is like a silver paint on the back fin, because it does, if you look underneath, it does actually have silver under the belly as well. So it would make sense for that to be silver. Anyway, detail-wise, it looks really nice. I mean, get a look inside that mouth. That is some nice texturing on the roof of the mouth and on the tongue. It's also nice and shiny to make it look wet. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Action feature, press this button on the back and it chomps. Nom, 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 nom. That's it. And for articulation, the front fins at least go back and forth. There's no up and down. The back fins look like they should rotate, but they don't want to. There's like a little bit of rotation, but not much. The tail is just kind of loose, so it just flops because it's not attached to the... If you look, it's not attached to the button at all. It's literally just floppy. So I'm guessing that's so you can do that. And it can be swimming. And it can swim. But that's pretty cool. I do like it. Let's rotate that fin around a little bit. And there is the scan code for the Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus, however you want to pronounce it. I know there's at least one other YouTuber, I think Andy's Dinosaur Reviews has already done these. But apart from that, I don't really know of any other YouTubers that have reviewed this wave yet. On to the Dromaeosaurus. I'm saving the Mutadon till last because that's the one I'm most excited about. Normally I do the one I'm excited for first, but now, this time I'm saving it for last. This guy looks cool. Can he stand up? Yes, he can. Only asking that because the action feature is tied to the legs. This guy looks... Oh, the teeth. The bottom teeth look terrible. But anyway, this guy overall looks cool. I love when Mattel does feathered raptors. Because yes, it's not 100% accurate with how the feathers are on the body. But it's a step in the right direction. So this is like... I guess you could say a nice mix between Jurassic Park style raptors and scientifically accurate raptors. And I like it. Yes, you could say the Pyroraptor was as well. But in the film, with the fully feathered arms, it was more scientifically accurate than what Mattel's figures of it were. Mattel's figures were basically like a feathered Jurassic Park Velociraptor, whereas the Pyroraptor in the film was a Pyroraptor. Still not 100%, but maybe 90% there. Anyway, enough with the Pyroraptor, we're on about the Dromaeosaurus. The eyes, for once, have been painted quite nicely. He's looking down. I don't know why he's looking down, but he is. The inside of the mouth, once again, the roof is not painted as usual. The tongue is done nicely. Little, I don't know what you call them, but these little bits of flesh, the muscles, are done nicely. The bottom teeth look a bit of a mess. Not gonna lie, the bottom teeth are a bit of a sloppy mess, but the upper teeth do look nice and they do look individually painted. So that's nice. Going down, we have a nice dark green for the feet. That dark green is not on anywhere else on the figure, which is quite nice. No painted claws, but you know, that's a staple now. We've got the nice orange feathers going on the back of the head, and they also appear on the tail with this rather impressive but also very scraggy looking tail fan. Now it does look cool. It looks like it's actually been in a fight with some feathers missing, but I do like it. It looks cool. For articulation, as you've seen, the mouth can open and close. You've got the arms that can go forward and back. There's no out to the side, it's just forward and back. You got the legs are attached to the action feature. There's nothing in the legs, unfortunately. But you do have that all-important, pointless tail rotation. I really don't know why they do that. But anyway, for the action feature, you press the button on the back. And the legs kick forward. Oh, there we go. The legs kick forward. I thought it was going to do something similar to what this was going back a while, what the Legacy Collection Gallimimus ended up doing, which was, you know, it actually ran. That was cool. That is the only figure that has actually run. Well, there's the new Carnotaurus, but the only figure of this size that's actually run, and it's pretty cool. So I thought this figure was going to do that, but no. This one does like a kick. This one kicks, which I think is pretty cool. Here is the scan code for the Dromaeosaurus. Once again, I haven't really seen any other people besides Andy's dinosaur reviews review these. Oh, now Dromae doesn't want to stand up. There we go. Alright, on to the final one already. This seems like it's going to be a bit of a quick video for these figures. On to the final one. We have the Mutadon, who actually doesn't want to stand up. There we go. Now, this Mutadon does seem to be a mix of the previous two sculpts. I don't have them to hand, unfortunately. But I like it. I love the silver paint. It makes it stand out quite a bit against the other two Mutadons that we've got. Not counting the Hammond collection, that one is in its own league. But in terms of just the basic Mutadons, this is definitely a cool one. I love the colour. I love the pose it's in. The fact that its arms, if you have the wings posed, like the arms posed normally, so they're out the front like that, the wings are unfortunately going into the ground. So it is like you're meant to have it with the elbows stuck in the air, which once again makes it a slightly more unique from the previous two that we've gotten. And I like that. It means all three basic Mutadons that we've got are all going to look different on the shelf. They're all going to stand out. So you're making, by getting all of the baseline Mutadons, you're making a nice pack of them, which is pretty cool. Now, the one thing I will say about this, and I will say about all of the Mutadons in this, because I looked through all of them on the shelf and it seemed like they were all like this, it doesn't have eyes. Like, if you look at this one, there's no eye paint in the eye slots. There is also no black dot for a pupil that I can see. And this was the same for every single one of these Mutadons that was on the shelf. There was about 5 of them, I think, on the shelf. None of them had eyes painted. Now, I looked at the back of the box just to double check, and it does look like they're meant to have eyes. Or at least maybe they're meant to have a pupil. At least. But no. I am not seeing anything on my figure. So this one is going to be the blind Mutadon of the pack, unfortunately. But it's still cool. I still like him. There's no articulation in the head and neck because that ties into the action feature. The arms can go forward and back and out to the side. So you can, if I just do this real quick, so you can sort of have the arms out like that, and it kind of looks more like an arrow, which is pretty cool. I like that. Legs can go forward and back. There's no out to the side, it's just forward and back, and you have the pointless tail articulation. I've just realised the tail is actually being wrong on mine the entire time. There we go, let's put your tail correct. There we go, now his tail's right. And then if we go back to the front, the action feature is a bite. Yeah, typical. This is just your standard action feature for predatory dinosaurs, really. You press the button and they lunge forward to bite. It is cool though. And there is, are you gonna focus, camera? There we go. And there is the scan code for this Mutadon. All in all, I honestly think this is a strong wave. And with the Dunkleosteus, if you didn't manage to get it the first time round, that is also a really cool figure. I'll drop the review of the previous wave that had the Dunkleosteus in down in the description if you want to go and check that one out, for if you do want a review of the full set. But as of right now, I need to move the camera down. There we go. Let's get you all in. There we go. Yeah, this is a very strong wave. 2 brand new species, one which was just a repack, and one which is a returning species but a brand new figure. Strong wave. I love it. Great wave. But anyway, that's all I can really say about these guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!